Hey y'all. We're stuck with this crap camera again tonight, so I've been trying for a half hour to get the Mayville to work with this, but as always, it's not gonna work. So we're just stuck, as always, with the stupid technology we got going on here tonight. So I apologize. I'm not gonna let it get me in a bad mood tonight. I'm over it, guys. I'm just over it. I just need to find my stand now. I can't find that. Oh, goodness. My whole setup's whacked because of this. I'm telling you. It's just whacked. Nothing to lean my camera or my thing on. Ugh. About ready to throw this meat over at the wall. That's not going to hold it, so I can't see comments. Let's try this. There we go. Lord have mercy, guys. I'm about sick of it all. I can't now. I just turned it off. Dag on it. I can't think of my setup's so whacked out right now. Oh, how's it on? So this is the view you get. So this is what great technology is all about. But anyway, tonight I wanted to do a memorial wreath for the fella I work with. He came over last night and brought some stuff. I told him I would try to incorporate it. You're not going to be able to see my table, guys, so I apologize about that. That's just how we're rolling tonight. You get one view with the stupid webcam, so. But his wife was into, if you haven't heard, he lost his wife last week. They were in a car accident. She got thrown from the vehicle and did not make it. So I asked him if he would like for me to make him something. So I said I would. And he got real excited and really wanted me to do that. So I told him I would. So I thought I would do it tonight. Hey, Brenda, on here with you guys. He did say she liked dream catchers. So he brought some over for me of hers. One was, ooh, I can't use it, Eddie. I can't use that. I'm sorry. Um, it wasn't even a dream catcher. It was like this plaque made out. It almost reminded me of Lincoln Log frame kind of going on there. I said, I can't use that, but I'll tell you what, I can use the two smaller ones. I think I can use these two smaller ones. Hey, Michelle, what's going on? I think I could use the two smaller ones. I don't know if you can see these that he brought for me to use. I think I can possibly incorporate these in there for him because his wife liked those. But what I did is I went and bought, so you guys, you're just not going to be able to, unless I'm holding back here and doing this tonight, which I apologize. I bought this one, which I think, and these are going to turn around, but these have a little plastic on the back. This is like a macrame one and stuff, but I won't take those off till I'm completely finished. That way it's going to keep these all nice and organized and straight on here. So that keeps those from getting all tangled up and whatnot. So I thought I bought this one, and I know it's big, but I had this idea. So I want to make it really creative for him and her. So I thought of maybe in trying to incorporate these in here as well. I don't know if you can kind of see on here, but we'll wait till the end and see if that's feasible. I'd like to for him, but again, that's something we'll wait and see at the end once we get this kind of going. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a grapevine. She kind of like teal and stuff. I didn't have a whole lot of teal, but I wanted to keep it fairly simple but glamorous because this is going to be Memorial Day. Thanks, LaDonna. A tribute and something that they can keep later. So I've got these flowers. Well, we're going to use some ficus, but I got some of these. I think these are, they are teal. It says teal, so I'm all about that. So it's 84299, and it says teal. I think these are from the Jams, what was it, Designs and Supplies, or like that. So I want to incorporate some of these. I am going to use some of these. These are also from the Jams. And these are 21120-CR for cream. And these have all these different pretty elements in here, different elements. It comes with, is this one I already went into? No, okay. I thought this was a used one I already picked off of. But it comes with 6 of these, and then it comes with all these that we can break down and use as well. So I'm going to incorporate those. And I would like to, I did buy off Amazon today, and I did get this from Amazon, the Dream Catcher. I did buy some of these from the Amazon today. I don't know. These are kind of a dried flower. I don't know how well they'll, let's open them up and see. I'm not sure how well they'll work. Sorry guys, I'm going to be holding stuff down and it's going to be nutty because you won't be able to see unless I work up here. I guess I could, let's turn the remote down. Let me see if that'll help. Let's turn the camera down and see if that helps. Oh, there goes the stupid remote. Only goes so far. I'm stuck in a conundrum here, y'all. Grabbing me insane. I'm just saying. I can't work like this. I can't concentrate. I can't work like this. I need my Mevo back. I'm telling you. Before I lose it. But these are, guys, you get like 70 pieces, and these are only like $8. And you get all these, but like I said, they're dried. But you get all these, I don't know if all these, I could use some of these. Like these little things, maybe. I don't know. This is going to be a big if. I didn't catch till after I ordered them that they were dried. So this, we might just hold off and see. Because they will kind of crack and break off. So I'm going to hold off on those. I didn't. When I ordered them, I thought they were artificial. I didn't realize that they were dried flowers. But I do have, if I don't use those, I do have also some of this pampas grass to match kind of this ribbon that we'll kind of put in here, I think. Probably with these two, or we will just go with like a solid color maybe. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's what we're going to use. I want to make it really big for him. So I think to start out tonight, we're going to throw, we're going to put our, I'm going to trim a few of these craziness branches off here. Woo, torpedo. I'll just get a few of these crazies off here. I was going to do it earlier, but I got stuck trying to get that Mevo working again. Everybody's telling me it should work, but it's not working. Did the RTPM, put new numbers in. This is the second time, and it's just not working for me. So, whoop, there's a straggler right there. All right, so I've got this 18-inch grapevine. Okay. So what we're going to do is, this is my idea. Okay. We're going to find a side. Let's find a side we want to use here. Let's set this down for a second. I'm trying to see where I want to go with this. I think I'm gonna trim that one off there, guys. Like that. I think I want it. I don't know. I'm kind of not liking that. Let's turn it this way and see. That's what I like to do. I like to find the right perfect spot. And I think that's where I'm going to go because it's nice and tight over here. It's still kind of good over here. So this is what I was going to do. I am going to, it did come with a hanger here. So I'm going to take that off, and I know I'm going to have to raise you guys back up. And I'm sorry about this tonight. I'm going to forget every time. Because this is how it rolls. God bless the webcams. Not. So we're going to put this probably over here to the side. And possibly down a little bit low. Like I said, these have little plastic on the back to hold those, all those frillies together until we're done designing here. So I think I want it about over here. So we don't get attached to it. I think what I want to put that on with is some box. Hang on, cocktail. is some bind wire. And I'll stick that out there. Let's see if I can find my needle in this mess. Everything I got going on here because my camera's stuff is all over the place. Sorry. Hey, doll. Hey, Terry. Yeah, I give up on the Mevo doll. Everybody's telling me it works. It don't work. I can't get it to work. It don't like me. Wants to make my life miserable. But see, I want it kind of hanging up here. And I want this hanging down low. This is going to be a pretty big one, but this is a memorial type thing for him. I'm going to let him use my easel and stuff so they can hang it by the casket. So I think I want it, about right here. So I'm going to go through, and I see the perfect spot. It's where I'm going to go around here. I'm going to go back under this right here. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to go right around. And then we're going to pull this right here. I think that'll be good. I think that'll hold it there. We're going to have to tie it pretty tight. And we're going to have to attach it in like several. You know what? I want this going around this side right here. There we go. Well, now I want this one around there. I just kind of undid my whole purpose right there. There we go. There we go. And then we'll just bind it. We'll just tie this really tight. Okay. And then we're going to have to hang, see, it's going to droop. So we're going to have to hang a few of these pieces. We're going to have to tie it in a few spots. So I'm going to cut about 3 of these off. How's everybody's week been so far? Mine's been off because of the holidays. I know everybody else is probably feeling the same ways. I would think. Mine's always off after the holidays. And I was sick Monday. I woke up with a daggone fever. It was craziness. Like, what's going on now? Alright, so I'm going to take this one and go right here, I think. Put this one on the outside. Okay, tie that one right there. You're going to be able to see this bind wire, but I think it's okay. We'll cut this down. I'm not going to just leave it like that, guys. Okay, so we're kind of even. Hoping it doesn't weight it down too far on the side. Looks like it's going to, so I might have to tie this in a little bit higher spot, or just adjust my, hang that up like that. I'm feeling it's going to be heavy. It's going to be weighted down over here. That's what I have a feeling. So I'm going to go in here. Lower than I want. It's really heavy. I didn't realize it was so heavy. So I think I'm going to go around the center here now. Instead of on that outside where I was, I'm going to go right here and get it through there. I'm going to lift it out so I can see kind of where I'm going. My longer needle, but I can't find that one. It's buried right now. Alright, so this one we're just going to go around this section right here. Sorry if I'm in front of this, guys, but we got what we got. We got what we got. I might have to use some of my weights to weight this down because this is This is a heavy dream catcher, believe it or not. Might have to just keep turning it to get the weight. Once I get my flowers on here, it'll weight it kind of enough. But I do want to add one more down here. This will be our last one. I can always adjust this later, but I do have these little weights. I buy wheel weights from the Amazon. And they're little, I don't know if I got any over here I could show you. They're little tiny weights that you could add into the grapevine to kind of weight that side down or your projects. They're really cool. Well, I've had to do it a couple times with things. Okay. Now I'm not going to cut these off right now tonight, just in case I have to adjust that because of the weight situation. So I'm going to leave these long just for that reason. So just in case. So we've got this attached. So now we're going to start. Everybody got any questions or anything? Hey, Rhea, how are you, girl? Oh, I was going to show you the little weights if I have them. I thought I had some over here. They almost look like little magnets, is what they look like. I thought I had some. They're probably in this hot mess somewhere. Oh, here they are, I think. Nope. But they're, oh, I see them. I've got one right here. Hold on. What they are is they come in little packages, and they're like, this is like a 1/4 ounce, which doesn't sound like a lot, but by the time you get these in the strip, they're fairly heavy, and they break in little like 5/8 inch pieces, and they have a sticky back to them if you want to stick them to stuff and everything. So like if you want to weight this out, I could stick a couple of those in there if need be. And they come in a box, so it's just a FYI if you have to weight something out for something. All right, let's get going on these florals. Then we'll be done. This should be a fairly quick project. I am going to put, hopefully I brought enough. I thought I did. I was on the fence about these colors, but I kind of decided against those. I thought I brought 3 pieces of my ficus, but I think I only grabbed one out because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. So hold, please. What do I do with that, guys? No, I got it out yesterday. That's not it. Where I got it out? Oh, it's over here. There. Alright, so we got 3 of these. Alright, and these are from the Sims. These are just your typical ficus and whatever. So we're going to cut these up. Again, guys, I apologize. You get to see what you get to see with this. Yeah, you're not going to get to see, so I'm just going to quit wasting my time. This is what it is. So I'm cutting these up right here into these 3 pieces. Okay. And we're going to have a long one. Okay, so we've got 3 pieces out of here. And we're going to keep all likes together. Okay, we're going to cut this long one off. Put that with the long one. This one and this one together. Okay, you should end up with 6 of the smaller and 3 of the longer on the top. Okay? Just like that. Alright, so we've got those. So we've kept everything together. So let's start on the top, and then we'll start coming out the bottom. These are great because you can kind of move them. Alright, so I'm just going to dip this in this glue. Alright. And I think we're going to come out up in here. Okay, I'm going to come up right in here. Okay, kind of bend that kind of back in there. Okay. Actually, I want to stick that back just a little bit, guys. I want that back a little bit further. I want to stick this back in here. Okay. Actually, I'm going to stick it a little bit down too. This thing over here is, I'm trying to adjust my usual recipe I'm doing here a little bit so that we can kind of make this work with the dream catcher. Okay, so we could bend those a little bit. Okay, it's gonna be a pretty big one. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm never gonna go down to the bottom. Sorry if I'm missing any comments. Okay. Ooh, I about got that leaf right in that glue. We go down in here. Okay, let's go right up, kind of in there. Okay, we want to kind of build a line here and going out this way. We're probably going to add a possible extra one up there. That's when we cut our third big piece up. We may use that separated up in there. Okay, so I'm going to set that one to the side. And then we're just going to start adding our little shorter pieces in here. Is that my taller one or is that that's a shorter one? I'm just going to add some of these shorter ones in here. Okay. And I think we're going to come kind of right out in here. Again, we're just trying to keep a line going here. Okay. Just trying to keep that line. So here, we're going to come down in here. Okay, just going to hold your leaves away from that glue. Are you going to get it in there? Oh, well, thank you, Brent. I appreciate that. I get so frustrated. I'm like, why is everybody me better work but mine? And I hate it for you guys, and it's such a horrible, horrible view. I really do. Okay, so now we're going to come in here. So we're just kind of building a big line here, okay? A lot of times I'll go in here. I might use a smaller piece because I don't want to take away from our dream catcher on this one. I want that to stand out. So like I said, I'm just kind of changing up my original recipe a little bit. We're going a little extra crispy tonight. Sorry guys, I'm a nut. I'm a little bit of a knucklehead. Let's see. Oh, I want that one to go up a little higher. That's what's good about this stuff, guys. If you don't get it in the right spot, pull it back out. You stick that sucker where you want it to go. You know what I'm saying? So this one we want to go, we're trying to fill in and make our line still, okay? So this one we'll stick it here, okay? So we're getting a little bit closer to filling in our lines here, okay? So we still got 6 more pieces, so we're gonna make it fill in here, guys, okay? All right. So this, we're gonna have plenty of this, guys. I might just bring this over. You know, I'm gonna stick one back in here. This is up here is kind of we're gonna put our bow, so we don't want to go too craziness on that right there. Okay. Stick this kind of in there. Okay. So we got that. We need one on top, and then we'll have one left. Okay. So I think this one we're gonna stick kind of up in here. Right up. Kind of right up in there. So see how it's flowing? This is going to be a big one, guys. I'm just saying. But I do think we need a couple pieces out and inside. So I think what I'm going to do is take this other small piece, and I'm going to cut that in twos. I'm going to cut it right here. So I've got, this needs steamed, y'all. I'll have to steam this later. I'm going to take this one and split it right here. Okay, so now I've got this one that's kind of a little wonky donkey. And we're going to take that one. Let's see, I usually put the other one on the inside, but like I said, I don't want to cover too much of this. You know what? I'm going to put this one on the inside because it kind of goes up and down. And it just kind of gives us that little bit of filler right there. Then we'll stick the other one on the outside. That's probably where the bow's going to go anyway, so it won't matter. Okay? I'm just going to stick this one. Yeah, if I can get it behind that thing there. Get that one kind of down in there. Okay. So now it's kind of filled that little hole up. And then this one we're going to stick out here. And that'll kind of give us a little bit of something going on the outside and on the outside. And remember, we still got that one long end that we can use as well. Okay. I'm just sticking that in there. And then that'll just go kind of behind our bow here. So now we've got it pretty much filled in. Let's see what we're going to do on the top. I think I want one more piece coming over. I'm thinking, guys. I'm thinking because I like the fill down here. But I think I'm going to take this one and cut this one down. How do I want to cut this? Or do I want to cut it? I think I want to cut it. So I'm going to cut it right here. I'm going to regret this. I'm going to cut it just like that, like we did before. And we're going to stick that up behind that top one. Give it a little more something going on. Okay. Well, I got any glue on there? I don't think I got any daggone glue on there, y'all. I'm going to take that leaf off. Okay. So now it's a little bit fuller up here on top. You've got this little guy right here. I'm going to use everything I got, guys. I'm not going to waste anything. So we're just going to stick that one. Go right in there. And we got this boy right here left. Let's see. We're going to use it. I don't like to waste this stuff, guys. We'll cut this down. See where I can just fill in with some of this. I think we could probably use a little nubbin right there. Just stick that one right in there. And then this one I think we'll just stick back here in the back. Okay. Luckily we didn't waste one bucket. Okay, just gotta flip these out and fluff them. I think we're good. And right now we're already sitting pretty, right? We're already sitting pretty on that. So next we're gonna go in with this one. Okay, this one again is, I think it's a 21120-CR, and that's because it's a cream color. I think I've got it in green, navy, possibly Hopping. So let's just cut these all down. Get them off here. Just cut them long, because I can always cut them down. Okay. Everybody have a great Memorial Day weekend. Too fast. Always does, right? Always goes too fast. Alright, well, I feel like I threw one somewhere. Alright, so again, you get 6 of these, and you get 4 of these. Okay, so we're going to go in with these, and we're going to use our pattern that I usually use, a recipe, however you want to call that. I'm thinking, no, I'm looking in the camera. I'm wanting this bit a little more kind of that way. I can always stick one in later, guys, if I feel like it needs it. So I did cut these off long. Ooh, I don't like that one bent like that. That one got wonky. So I did cut them off long. I am going to leave these leaves on here. But I am going to cut them down because I want to stick these. I want these coming out. You know, we're going to bend them out, but I didn't like where that one bent on me. So I'm going to cut this down. Let's try about 6 inches. Okay, let's try about 6 inches. I'm going to glue up a little bit on that. I'll glue up a little bit on the stem there. Okay, so I want to kind of come in here and down in here. Okay, so I'll leave. Dang it. I'm going to strainer. Get up there. Come on. Okay, so we're just going to come in here. Kind of dig down in there deep. Okay. I might have to that one bent on me. I'm not liking where that one bent. So I'm gonna have to glue. Of course, that or I didn't get it in a. Yeah, I didn't get it in a tight enough spot. Let's try it again. Maybe I didn't get a tight enough spot of that grapevine. Trim it down a little bit. I'm like swimming in glue streams. I'm swimming in them. Alright, let's get this new stick on here. Takes a minute for that new glue stick to act like it wants to be nice. Okay, let's try this again here, y'all. Let's find a nice tight spot that wasn't real tight, I don't think. Let's try it in there. Much better. Much better. That's what it was. Okay, so we're going to do it again a few more times here. Okay, we're just going to cut and leave these about 6 inches long. Okay. Dip that down in that glue pot. Now this one I'm going to want to come to the bottom. Okay, so I got one up here and I'm going to want one down in here. So again, I'm going to look for, you know, a tight spot to go in there. Kind of push it in. Kind of bend that forward. Okay. So we got one here. We got one here. Well, let's go finish around town. Everybody liking this so far? Hey Denise, how are you? Welcome. I hope he likes this. I hope he likes this. I know he'll love it. Ooh, come on. Be nice tonight, glue. That's what they glue string. There. Alright, so I got one here, here. Alright, so I'm going to want one kind of up and out over here. Just moving my leads Okay. Kind of pushing that one out over there. Okay. So I'm going to do this a few more times. Just cut these down real quick and get those in there, and then we'll get some of this blue and the pampas grass. And I think after this I'll probably make a bow, because I'm going to want to see, I don't want to put all my stuff in and then wonder where in the craziness I'm going to put a bow. Bow. Alright, so we got one here. We're going to put one over in here. Oh, that's blue, yeah. Whoops. So we got one here. We'll put one down over here. And I'm going to try to find a nice tight spot in there. Okay. Okay. Alright. Got one more. I'm going to cut this one down just a little bit. Okay. This way we're going to kind of come out to the side over here. It's a little, not crazy tight right there. So we're going to pretty little sweet 8.5 pound big beads. That kind of goes in there nicely. I think that came out the back. We're going to have to, I'm going to do that one again. I stuck that one right through the back. Out like that. We're going to go in there, right here. I'm going a little bit sideways. And then turn him upwards. Stuff. There we go. Okay. I don't know if that one's too high. Tell you what, I'll take these in and out much more. I think I want it down a little bit lower. Sorry, guys. I'm used to having my other thing, my setup, so it's hard for me to see what I got going on. A lot of times I would look in the camera to kind of see where I'm at or what it looks like, you know, from a distance. And now I can't, now it's hard for me to see that with this view. There we go. That's much better. I like it just a little bit lower. Okay. Lord have mercy. Anyway, I hope y'all like this project. I thought I'd do with you all. Had to get it done tonight anyway. That funeral's Friday morning, and I'm sure they probably got to get this down there either tomorrow night or the funeral's at 10 o'clock. So, all right. So this one we're gonna go up in here with this last one. Okay. All right. Kind of up in there. Okay. So see how we have that kind of pattern going on there with all this going on there. We've got our white in there. Let's make a bow so that we can see just where we want to put all the rest of our goodies, because this is what's going to fill in and give it all that color with the teals and the blues and everything. But I think we really need to put that bow in there first. I think. So I had this one. It does have the pampas grass and stuff. And I'm just kind of thinking, guys, what kind of bow I would do. I think I'd want a tail in here. So I'm kind of trying to think of what kind of bow I really want to put in here. So let's play around. And this is the fun part, guys, because you're not going to get to see me make the bow, because I can't get my camera down far enough, I don't think. Oh, I can push that thing down. Figured that out, Joe. Alright, so you can see that. Alright, that's good. So let's see, let's do a little bit of hand finagling here first and just play. course, I can't get you up and down. Oh my gosh, this stuff is driving me crazy, guys. Working like this is debilitating for me, trying to show you guys. It really is absolutely debilitating for me. It's so hard on me to try to show you what I'm doing and stuff. When I can't use my Zoom, I can't use whatever. I feel like we're back in the dark ages. Alright, so we could do something like this. And kind of come out here. The tail. I'm thinking I'm kind of liking that. So let's try that. I can always take this out. Do you? Oh, it's not as hard as you think. The easiest way I can explain florals is don't overthink it. I mean, last week my head was so not in this, and I apologize about last week's class because my head, this had just happened last Wednesday morning with the guy at work, and head and heart was just not in the project. So I apologize about that. I haven't even touched that wreath since. Actually, it was the wheel. Haven't touched it since. To finish it, to redo it, nothing. I'll get to it. Okay, so we're just going to do a 2-looper, I think. See if this is what we want. And I'm just doing about, yeah, I can't wait till September either. Christmas florals are fun. They're a lot easier, I think, because you got so much funness you can put in there. But florals are really, to me, like I said, just don't overthink it. That's my best advice. Let's see. Let's do this tail, a shorter one up here. I'm gonna cut it just a little long so I can cut it down, as always. But I like this one because it does have the teal in it, which, you know, Eddie requested. So I thought this would be fun. Then actually, I think I have a little bit left. This is just a Sam's ribbon. I do have a little bit left here, so I think we'll use some of this in here. Okay, so we'll come down here with that one. This is just going to break up everything and make it look, you know, not so, I don't know what I'm trying to say there. Not so something. I wasn't sure where I was going with that, guys. I'll make it not look something. That's all I got. So we'll save that because we might make, you know, a little tail or something coming down. We don't know. Okay. And then I'll probably use this Sam's ribbon. Oh, sorry. This Sam's ribbon as well. This is it's just like kind of an off-white. It's that cream color. Let's see if I got anything else I might change my mind and use. I wish I had a teal 1-inch. I don't think I do, though. Trying to look over there and see real quick. Okay, I'm just going a little bit smaller. I love this cream ribbon right here. It's so stiff. It's got it makes a really nice, it's real sturdy. Real nice canvas. Real nice canvas ribbon. Let me just do a quick glance and see. I need to straighten my ribbon out. Oh, there goes one. A little bit. Not too much. I really thought I had a teal, but, and I'm sure I'll find it as soon as we get up here. Oh, crap. thought I had a 1-inch. I have this one, but I don't know if this is the right color. Maybe that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, oh, I don't. I'm really not thinking this is the right color. Let's try it. Let's open it up and see. I'm thinking it's way too bright and fancy. Oh yeah. Darn it. Whoops. Lost my back in there. I was hoping that would work, but it didn't. So we'll leave this one out the equation. And I think we'll just stick with what we have. If I find something I can use, I can always put that in there. But we can always go back in with this black since we've got this. And just make a little bit of a... Oh, we could do that. We could just make a little bit of a one looper. Okay, to tie and tie this all together. Whoops, I didn't twist that. There we go. Okay, so let's get that on there. Let's see. I'm going to use a white zip tie here. Yeah, Brenda, we got some exciting projects for the retreat. That should be lots of fun. Should be lots of fun. Alright, then I'm just going to go back in, stick this zip tie through the back real quick. Yeah, what was that? I don't know what that was. Probably glue. Oh, there's glue everywhere. Okay, I'll just break this bow, twist it out. Okay, pull these all up here. I'll be trimming those down probably. And just get our loops nice and fluffed out. Okay, so see, it's just a simple, pretty much a simple bow. Okay, I'll pick that loop up. There we go. And then we'll have our couple tails coming out up here like this. Oh, sorry guys, got to raise you back up. Oh, come on, you stupid thing. Oh, there we go. See, this is horrible. We're used to all our gadgets, guys. Alright, so let's snip this off. Okay, let's get this bow on here, and then we'll start putting in our filler, and then we'll be done. Okay, so which way was I going to do this? Oh, yeah, I was going to go this way. We're going to come up in here with this bow. Okay, I'm just going right through. Pull this long right here. I'm going to go right through this grapevine here. I don't like to go all the way around it. I just kind of like to go through it, if at all possible. Let's see here, I like to do that. Hard for me to see. Well, losing my thing. Hitting something. Oh, hitting. There we go. There we go. I'm just going to try to go right through my ficuses. I don't want to smash any of those. Actually, I did not go right through them. Go right through that one. There we go. Tighten that. Let's make sure that's kind of where I want it. I think so. it in there tight. All right, let's turn that off. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. And then we'll turn these tails down now. Woo, that was a bad trim. Looks like horns. That was too pointy. That one way too pointy. We'll cut this one a little bit longer. Okay, then we'll cut this one a little bit off here too. Dang it, why do I keep cutting the horns? There we go. A little bit. A little better. There we go. You might cut those down a little bit more, but we just want to get these fluffed out. We'll probably leave that draping, I don't know. Cut these down just a little bit. Actually, I'm going to roll this one. I'm going to roll all the way up right now. Because we're going to put some more florals in here. So I'm going to roll. Oops. I'm going to roll all these up and out of our way. But at least you can kind of see how the bow kind of looks. I think those tails are a little bit too long. I might have to pull those back a little bit. Shorten those. But I could do that after we get off live. No biggie. Alright, so let's get those kind of out of the way. That one's not going to go anywhere. So anyway, we got this kind of going on. Like I said, I think that's, I don't know, crazy about that loop on that one. There we go. A little better. Alright, let's get on with this fun stuff. So like I said, we've got 4 of these left from there. And we also want to incorporate some of this fun blue. So I think I'm going with the fun blue first. Okay. And what I want to do is, let me find, I want to use a new bush first, I think. Because some of these have buds. And some of these don't. You know what I'm saying? I've already picked off this one. Should just finish that one up. Let's try the one little bud here. Maybe we don't have to use all buds. We could just use a few of the buds. Okay, it pushes up to a certain extent, y'all. Okay, and I think the bud, we're not going to use that leaf. I want kind of out this bottom down in here. I'm still not sure I'm going to use this leaf either. Okay, I'm going to cut this one a little bit long. And I think I want this one coming kind of long out in here. Okay, I'll kind of bend that a little bit forward. But this is where we're going to add a lot of color. Hey Carolyn, how are you? Alright, so let's get this one coming. Let's spread our leaves. Okay. We're going to kind of bend that kind of up in there, and then we're going to come out over here. I think I am going to use another bud on this one. Okay, I'm not cutting this whole bush up, guys, because I don't want to waste I'm going to cut as I go on this one. And again, I don't think I'm going to use this one. I think it's just too much. Let's try it real quick. I just think it might be too, by the time we get that in there, I just kind of think it's too much. So I'm taking those off, okay? And again, I'm using the one with the butt and the Cosmo, or whatever that's called. I think it's Cosmos. I think. Okay. And I am kind of getting that glue way up in there. So this one, I want to kind of come back in here. Just spread my focuses. Okay. Trying to get that in there good and turn kind of how we want them. Okay, this one I think I'm going to go in a little further. I can. There we go. Oh, I like how that droops. Okay, now we'll go in with probably one here that made, well, you know what, I mean, I'm going to count my bud ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got plenty of bud ones, so let's just keep using the bud ones for now. Oh, dang it, I cut one non-bud one off. Alright, again, I'm taking these leaves off here. Okay. Let's go up top here and kind of match our top real quick, and then we'll start meeting in the middle. Okay, so we're going to go up here about where we were down in there. Okay. Kind of where we were down in the bottom section. Okay. I'm not cutting these Tims. I'm not cutting the Tims too short. Yeah. So we went here and here, so we want one kind of over here. Woo! Oh my goodness. Alright, we want one kind of over here as well. Okay. I'm gonna let that one in there a little bit more. Go. See how it's adding all that color in here now to this? I think it looks really pretty like that. So let's cut another one of these. Okay, we got one here, 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 and here. So I think I'm going to add another third one kind of in here. Okay. Oh, I pulled the top right off there. Did. Pull that right off. Okay. So I think I'm going to go in here up underneath this bow. So, whoop, that's why I roll those up. So we're going to try to get that one in there. Oh, dang it. I hate when I miss because then I got to re-glue. Try to get that in a nice tight spot. There we go. Okay. So we got that one coming in here. Sorry guys, that thing's getting in the way. Well, I got a jacket on. It was like so cold today. I was like frozen. Well, it was so windy and cold. It was. Like tomorrow's supposed to be 50 something in the morning. Oh my gosh, come on, summer. I can't take it. One night this week's supposed to get 47, and oh god, don't get me started on the weather. Feel like a cat. throw my claws. Alright, so we got 3 down here. I'm thinking, I don't know, since we can't really put a 3rd one here because of our bow, I think I'm going to go back behind here, possibly, just to add another little, add that 3rd one up there. It might not be as even as this one, but I don't think it's a big deal. Just saying. I don't think it's a biggie. Let me take a step back. I can't see on the camera anymore, guys. Oh, I think he's going to love this. I think he's really going to love it. So I'm going to add just a couple more without the buds, I think, out to the side. Well, I got one left anyway, looks like. So we're going to add this one that we cut already. Maybe we can use the leaves on the side. I don't think so. I try to use these leaves, but they're just not working for me. Not working for me. This one we might leave on. Okay. So I'm just trying to add some blue out here to this side as well. I think I'm going to come up over in here also, behind this side of that bow. Man, that's tight right there. Real tight. There we go. I'll just kind of turn that down in here. I don't like where I put that at all. Do not like where I put that, guys. I know, I changed my mind and drop a fly, guys. I know that. I don't like it. I'm not keeping it there. Know what I'm saying? I think we're coming right here. Like, this is a much better spot. Man, that's tight right there. Ah, super tight. Super tight like a tiger. Okay. There we go. We got that one coming out there. We got some leaves. I probably got to use just a couple of those leaves. Okay, so we got all that going on. Got all our leaves coming around here. Alright, let's go in with some white. And then I think we'll be done, except for our possible ficus that we might put a few little pieces of this sporadically in there. I don't know. Might leave that out. I only got 4 of these little pieces. I feel like I need some more whiteness. I got 4 of these, so we're gonna probably do one up here. I only got 4. I only got 4. It's an odd number to put on one. So let's think about this. Where do we want to put these? Might have to go grab another bush of some sort with some whiteness in it. I think we'll come back up in here, in between here. And that kind of in betweenst, kind of in there. We'll do the same thing up top, kind of in here. Wrangling that kind of in there. So we got one here, here, and we could put 2 on the maybe on the outskirts of town. Maybe just 1 out here and 1 in the center. I really don't think we need 1 in the center, so let's go with the outskirts of town version. Okay. We'll go up here. Okay. here. Okay, right below there. Try not to get her. Try not to get her. Like it's all involved in our situation there. I think I got that one in very far. Okay. There. I feel like, I'm still thinking about this stuff. Still thinking about the pompous. I don't know, guys. I think I'm gonna sit on that for a hot minute and just think about that. I'm gonna think about that one. That pompous. Might have to cut. This one will probably roll a little bit. That one, this one I don't think will roll. I think we'll trim these down a little bit. Trim these down just a little bit. Maybe we'll roll this one. Well, you know what? I don't like that. We're gonna trim that one too. No, I think we might use, I think I might go back in and add a little tail down in here. A little tail up in there. But other than that, guys, I think I'm gonna sit on this for a little bit and just see if I really want to get this pompous grass in here. I'm gonna just stick this in there. Just for kind of for now, and then I'll probably gonna take a step back and a look see. And remember at the beginning when I told you we were gonna use possibly Melissa's dream catchers. Okay, I'm probably gonna just kind of place these on here. I'm not gonna attach them real secure. I think I'm going to just let them see. I'm gonna hold them up here, guys, kind of. Just kind of let them see that with them on there. I think it kind of takes away with it, but not. But I'm gonna let them make that choice because I can attach them really quick for them if they want to use that. And I may go ahead and do it anyway. But I think, yeah, I think what we're gonna do is add a small tail coming out in that top for now, real quick. Okay, I'm gonna pick that. I'm just bunching this, just kind of bunching this up, twisting it. Then I'm gonna throw it in my pick machine. And pick that. Okay, so now I've got a little pick with a tail on it. And then we're just gonna stick that in the top. And then we can trim it if we need to, and stuff like that. So I think I'm just gonna come down in between here. Stick that down in that wreath. And then we can kind of pull this up and out. Actually, that one's long enough. I could use that on the bottom. And then I could make a short one on the top. But this one, I want it to kind of look like it's cascading out of the bow, like kind of fakely cascading out of the bow. You know what I mean? So it looks like it's a continuance of that bow. But the only thing bad is now I got to open this whole new box for just a little piece. Or not box, this whole new roll. I'm really on the fence about this pampas grass. I'll probably think about that after I get off here and see if I really want to do that. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? If I can't see it. Oh, I can't see it. Dang, how many times I wrapped this thing? What the what? What the what? There we go. So I think we only need just a little, maybe about an 8-inch, 9-inch piece. And again, we'll just roll this, pinch this in here, just like such. Okay. And just wait. And we'll probably cut this down a little bit, but I cut it long, just in case. Okay, and again, we'll probably go right back in here, right behind that Cosmo. And again, it's just going to kind of look like a continuance out of this bow going up there. See how I'm going to trim that down, but I wanted to have enough to trim down as well. So we'll just trim that down. So see, it just looks like a continuance into there and out of there. I might take that bow off and shrink them, these tails right here. I'm not crazy with how long those are. That one I'm not crazy about there. Just needs a few little, just need to adjust your florals and stuff here, guys. But basically I think that's it, guys. Again, I'm going to think on this. I think we're good on this. So I think I can trim, make sure I tighten them enough here. I think we can trim these down now. I think those are nice and tight like a toiga. We'll trim them a little long so I can tuck them back behind here into the grapevine. There's that other one right here. Just tuck those right back in there. I think that's it, other than that pampas grass, and I might go back in and find a little more of this white stuff to go in here, just as a filler. I'm not sure. I'll take a step back, a look-see, like I tell you guys to do all the time. I do have to get it done tonight, so I'll have to just, take a break, a look-see, and we'll be good to go by tomorrow, because it's not that much that I want to do to this. It's just a few little small adjustments and stuff like that. All right, guys. Oh, I thought I was, you know what? I had this I was going to add in there. I'll probably be doing that tonight, maybe. So, anyway, guys, I hope you like this project. Thanks for hanging out with me. Well, I could do this for them. I think they'll love it too, Dawn. It's just, I think it's going to be really cool. I might add one more ficus out there just to bring something over here. I don't know. Maybe I have one more ribbon tail coming out of there. But anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with me while I did this tonight. I do appreciate it. I think they'll be very happy with it. It'll be a very expensive wreath. I was going to say it. That's for sure. So, I'll probably add a little bit of greenery in my bow as well. So, but anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. As always, laugh and live with a half full cup. When it's all black clouds, find the sun. And if your Mevo don't work, kick it in the behind. kick the dummy in behind that can't operate it, I guess. But anyway, guys, I'll see you next week. Thank y'all.